Hi, my name is Riley, and I'm going to be talking about the relationship between red meat and colorectal cancer and how consuming too much red meat can ultimately be a cause of getting cancer. In this video, I will discuss colorectal cancer, red meat, the connection between the two, studies to back it up, and I will end with giving some recommendations. Our question is, can consuming too much red meat cause cancer? First, let's talk about what colorectal cancer is. Cancer is a disease in which abnormal cells divide uncontrollably and spread to other parts of the body, destroying body tissue. According to the World Health Organization, colorectal cancer is the third most common type of cancer in men and women worldwide, and the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths worldwide. As you can see in the pictures, colorectal cancer is in the large intestine. It has been mostly seen to affect older individuals. Now let's talk about red meat. Red meat is a complete protein that contains all essential amino acids, as well as iron, which supports blood oxygen transport, and zinc, which is essential for the immune system. Some common sources of red meat are beef, lamb, veal, goat, and pork. Now we are going to take a look into how red meat and cancer are connected. In this first study, performed by the National Library of Medicine, the goal was to find out if red meat would cause tumors in mice. Groups of 7 to 9 male mice were fed American Institute of Nutrition-based diets. The mice either got a semi-synthetic control diet or a modified diet in which casein was replaced with beef for 5 to 6 weeks. In this study, it was found that the mice that were fed the modified diet containing beef had a greater number of tumors in the colon and small intestine compared to the mice that were fed the control diet. This data shows a correlation between red meat consumption and likeliness of developing cancer. In this next study, there were 13 cohorts studied in a meta-analysis to see the correlation between increased red meat intake and increased risk of colorectal cancer. It was found in this study that a daily increase of 100 grams of red meat consumption is associated with an increase of 12 to 17% increased risk of colorectal cancer. This is a clear correlation between increased meat consumption and colorectal cancer. In the third study, the researchers performed a random effect meta-analysis to search the highest versus lowest category of red meat in a database in relation to incidence of types of cancer. It was found in this study that red meat consumption was found with an increased risk of colorectal cancer, colon cancer, rectal cancer, breast cancer, and lung cancer, continuing to prove this relationship between increased red meat intake with cancer. Next, in these graphs, we can see that they both have a similar pattern. The graph on the left shows the total average ounces of red meat consumed per 1,000 calories. As you can see, it is slowly decreasing with time. Then we look over at the graph on the right, which shows the rate per 100,000 people of getting colorectal cancer. We can see that this is also slowly decreasing over the same period of time. These two graphs seem to have a direct relationship, and it seems that when consumption of red meat intake decreases, so will the rate of people getting colorectal cancer. A recommendation for decreasing your risk of colorectal cancer is that if you are eating more than 90 grams of red meat, that you should reduce it to 70 grams. You can see here what 70 grams of red meat can look like. Examples are half of a hamburger, 2 thick cut pieces of bacon, 5 slices of ham, 1.5 pieces of sausage, 1/3 of a piece of steak, and 5 tablespoons of cooked mince. If you do eat more than 90 grams of red meat in a day, you should limit yourself on other days. You should replace red meats with white meats like chicken, turkey, or duck. Another thing is to add berries, nuts, beans, and whole grains into your diet. Overall, to do your best to stay cancer-free, it is best to reduce your red meat intake. Other factors like exercise and healthy lifestyle choices can also decrease your risk of getting cancer. It is very important to be mindful of what the effect of the food that you're putting into your body can have on you.